Good evening / good afternoon to everybody everywhere. They call me Jake's Great, and welcome to a podcast with my good friend. Do you have a screen name, or can I just call you your real name?
Well, my YouTube channel is Brady, but I'm sure you can't find it because it's all in Russian.
Brady. That's his name. So, how's it going, Brady?
I feel like I have to take a shit.
Yeah, me too. Pizza's a complicated process. It goes in your digestive system, and then all of a sudden it goes through. Speaking of which, I can feel it coming through right now. It's a terrible feeling. I mean, I don't think you ever want this feeling in your day-to-day life.
Just don't sneeze, coming from experience.
This is a podcast, so if you feel comfortable sharing the story, go ahead. This is a story podcast. This is just gonna be daily stories. Go.
Alright, so this is gonna be a story of when I pooped my pants while on vacation. So I was vacationing up in Duluth when I was 10 or 11. So we were in my pop-up camper, and my sisters were sitting on the couch, and I was laying on one of the beds, and I was playing Hungry Shark because, that was all the hype back then. And sorry, so I had to poop really badly, but I kept on playing the game because I was gonna get a really high score. And so out of nowhere, I sneeze and I feel something shoot out of my asshole. And so I sat there awkwardly for about a minute. My sisters were looking at me. I was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing." So I sat there for 5 minutes with shit in my pants.
It was like one of those moments where you're just something bad just happened, and you just you're sitting there with the weirdest feeling ever, and it just shakes in your pants. You're probably like, "Oh no, my sisters have no idea what I'm doing. What just happened? How did you manage to hide it from them?"
Well, I opened up one of the windows, and it was windy, so it sort of helped. But they could still smell. They're like, "Oh, what's that smell like?" Yeah, I smell it too.
It's like someone had a massive fart.
Oh, that was no fart. That was more than just a fart.
So, how did you end up covering it? How did you live with it for the rest of the day?
Okay, so after sitting there for 5 minutes, I finally died on Hungry Shark. And so I sort of stood up and told them that I had to go to the bathroom and waddled my way out. And so I was in there for 20 minutes until my dad came into the bathroom saying, "Are you okay? Is everything alright?" And I was like, yeah. He's like, "What is that awful smell?" And I'm just like, "That would be me." He's like, "Are you sure you're fine?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I pooped my pants and it's everywhere." It was. Oh, by the way, I was also wearing jeans, and it was in my jeans and everything.
So, you're lucky you didn't wear shorts that day. It's you could have been standing up in the camper, and your sisters would just, watch it drip down your leg. And they're like, "I think you have a problem." I could just imagine you, standing there, and your sisters are just like, "What is that brown liquid coming down your leg? That's not cool."
No, it was actually very warm. But, I'm just thinking about that. If I wore shorts, if I sneezed, what if, it totally missed my underwear and just shot out my shorts? I know that's sort of, blowing it out or over-exaggerating it, but, just thinking about it is weird. Just thinking about it flying across the room, smacking my sister in the face.
I have diarrhea. just, aim, fire. I hate you, sister. I don't.
Anyways, that's the time I pooped my pants. and it was like very bad.
Speaking of pooping pants, I kind of have a embarrassing pooping pants story. I was at a friend's house one day, and let's just say I farted really loudly, thinking, okay, this is fine. It's just daily fart. But I maneuvered my body moments later, and I felt something just ruffle in my pants, and I knew right away there was a problem. So I had to quickly find a way to cover it because I was spending the night at his house and I didn't bring an extra pair of clothes. So I was finding a quick way to recover it. And it just so happens that I ran into his bathroom, pulled down my pants and underwear, clogged the sink, and just washed my underwear in the sink with hand soap just to keep it clean. And I didn't have an extra pair of underwear with me or anything. So I had to go commando that whole day. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this underwear. I had no idea how I'm going to cover it up or anything. Luckily, when I walked out of the bathroom, my friend was in the living room. So I took my underwear and just hid it behind his dresser, sprayed it with Lysol, and he did not notice it at all. And when I left the next day, I was able to grab it and sneak it in a bag and take it home. It was the worst experience ever.
Have you ever told him about it?
Yeah, eventually. I was like, dude, you realize that my poopy underwear was behind your dresser at your house one day? And he's like, what day was it? I'm like, remember that day when I took a massive fart? Yeah, it was that day. I actually pooped my pants. Such a bad experience. Lesson for you guys. Never poop your pants at a friend's house. Just don't do it. It's not fun.
I remember when I was hunting, for the first time, and we always stay at my grandma's house, and so
Did you poop your pants at your grandmother's house?
no, I didn't poop my pants at my grandma's house, but I went to the bathroom, I took this massive shit, I clogged the toilet, and so there was no plunger in the bathroom. And so, one of those things that you clean the toilet with? I was very young, so I thought they were the same thing. So, I stuck it in there, trying to force it down the hole. And I finally found out that it, wasn't doing anything. So I put it back. And then
Gross.
yeah, there was a huge it was brown. It was white and then it came out brown. So I went out and I grabbed my dad and I'm like, I clogged the toilet and there's no plunger. And he goes into the bathroom. He opens the closet door. And there's the plunger. Just sitting in there. I didn't even think to look in there. And then he looks by the toilet and he sees that the cleaning brush is brown. He's like, did you try to unclog it with that? And I sort of looked at him and I was like, yeah.
Now, son, don't clog the toilet with cleaning brushes.
And so what we did is he sort of snuck it out and bought a new one and replaced it.
What do you do with the old one?
I don't know, honestly.
Put it in your grandmother's closet. It's a new wig.
Oh, God.
Oh, where'd you get this cool shade of brown?
Walmart. Walmart always has the best shade of brown.
That's true. It's either you see it in their white pants or,
Walmart wears khakis, okay?
that's Target.
Target also wears khakis. Walmart wears the khakis and the navy blue t-shirts. I know that because back in my 6th through 8th grade years, our school uniforms were navy blue shirts with navy blue polo shirts with khaki pants or shorts. And I remember 7th and 8th grade. Okay, long story short, after school, when your parents were working later than when school hours, so like let's say you had like a mother who worked until 4:30, there was a preschool right next door to my school, and they allowed the students from the school to walk over to the preschool and stay there after school hours until their parents were ready to pick them up. And that was always a cool experience. Someone's probably home. We heard a weird sound in the background. That's probably someone coming home. Anyways,
Do they know that this house is this house is also haunted?
no, I never mentioned that.
Oh,
We have some scary stories to share after this whole experience. But anyways, once you reach my speaker shut off and that scared the crap out of me. Once you reach a certain age, you can't go to that after school program. So my grandmother just made a deal with me to go to Walmart, and after work she'd come pick me up. What's weird about Owatonna is that since I lived in Arizona for half of my life, what's weird about Owatonna is that their Walmart has a Subway. Walmart in Arizona had a McDonald's. And so after school, I'd go over to Walmart, go to McDonald's, and I have a few extra change and buy myself a burger and a shake. And there was like always people, and I'd still wear my school uniform because I had no time to change into normal clothes. And there was always people that like walked in there and asked me for like where stuff were and asked me for a tour of Walmart. And I'm like, I don't work here. I look nothing like I work here. I'm 12. I don't work at Walmart. Like, I remember one time I was roaming around the store because I was bored, and this old lady who was probably like 80 years old walks up to me and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, can you find the dish soap for me?" Luckily, I knew where it was, and I'm like, yeah, it's in aisle 20 or something, but that was probably one of the funniest moments I had at that Walmart. I miss
Yes.
Arizona.
yeah. I also have like the Owatonna Walmart. You know, like where you return stuff. There's that lady with a bunch of skin tags on her neck. You know, she's sort of low-key has a mustache too.
So disgusting.
Like that mustache and then her like popcorn yellow teeth. Ugh, you know,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Ah.
that's so disgusting.
Walmart has some really disgusting people that work there.
It's because Walmart's full of people who like have no life.
That's true. I mean, it's Walmart.
I mean, there are some people at Walmart who are nice. Like my dad's roommate works at Walmart, so we can't say all Walmart people are bad. There are some Walmart people who are pretty cool, like my dad's roommate.
And my friend's mom also works there. She's like the manager or something.
And my ex-girlfriend has a mother who's also manager at Walmart.
So, do you want to move into like scary stories?
Yeah, that's up to you. You want to start?
Sure.
Do you want to start the continental drift? Also that, but I also have to pee, so take away with your scary story, and I'll return. I have been having a tiny bladder today. I've been drinking a lot, and my, just had a pee lately, so, yeah, I've been drinking a lot today. A lot of soda. I don't drink alcohols yet. That's later on. So, take away with your first scary story, Brady, and I will return after my bathroom break. Peace off.
All right. So let's move into a scary story when I lived
Don't
in.
hold the microphone too close. Actually, that's good distance right there. Good job.
All right. Anyways, so a scary story when I was maybe 10, back in my country house that I used to live at. By the way, I moved to like 3 houses in Owatonna. It's stupid. But anyways, that's off topic. So I was like playing a game on my PS2, and all of a sudden it got really, really cold. And like, you know how like when you're young, you always breathe out of your mouth, and because if you breathe through your nose, it was like this snotty little stuff that was going on. because you didn't know how to blow your nose. But yeah, I could like see my breath. It was like really, really cold. And then I heard like something in my ear. I'm actually going to move closer to the microphone to do this. So like if your headphones are on full blast, I'd sort of move away. Like it sounded like this, like a really deep voice, like I know it sounds stupid, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to like make out of it, because we're sort of thinking it was a demon because of its sort of voice, and you know how demons are said to speak Latin. But anyways, that was my extremely scary demonic story. And so I think Jake just entered back in the room.
I have some really scary news. That sound you heard, no one's home.
Are you serious?
I went down in the kitchen, and you know the towel that I lay the cups on?
Yeah?
That's on the ground, and there's a coffee mug across the kitchen floor.
Are you kidding?
No.
Like, honestly, I won't go down there.
Do you want to check it? Because I just went down there.
Well, like, let's just do it after the podcast.
We can put the podcast on pause for a second, and we'll come back, because we're going to check a little investigation. Yeah. See you guys. Well, you guys will see us in a second, but we'll see you in probably like 5 minutes. We're back after a heart attack. This was actually not a joke. Something really happened down in the kitchen, and it kind of just spooked the both of us, but everything's okay. We're still alive making podcast. For now, yeah. Did you finish your story?
Yeah. Like, right as you walked in, that was sort of the end of it.
Oh, crap. I left my phone in the bathroom. Here, make another story if you want to.
Well,
If
you want me to tell another story?
Or just keep them entertained.
Do you want to be in here for the vent story?
Me?
Yeah.
I heard it already, so I don't have to. I can hear you when I was in the bathroom, so
Alright.
I'll leave my door open too.
Alright, so this takes place back in the same year at that country house. And this was when me and my sister, we were like down in the basement, which has like, it's really creepy down there. There's like 2 sections of the basement, and one part of it, actually there's like 3 sections actually. And
I'm back.
so you walk down the stairs, and you would take a right, and there's this extended part, and then there's another door to your right that leads into the laundry room, and then there's these sort of like saloon doors, I guess, or old-fashioned swinging doors that lead into like the boiler, or you know, like your water heater and stuff like that. So me and my sister were in the water heater part, and we turned the lights off to see what would happen. And we're down there, and there's this huge boom on like the vent. And so me and my sister run upstairs. And by the way, my parents weren't home when this happened. It was just me and her. And we ran upstairs, and we slept together that night because, you know, 2 wusses and wouldn't sleep in our own bed. But the next day, we told our parents about what happened, and we went down back into the basement, and there was this huge dent in the vent. I got rhymes going on here. But
Boom, ticka boom, ticka boom, ticka boom, ticka boom.
dent in the vent.
Ticka boom, ticka.
Anyways, that is another very scary part in my life that still freaks me out today. 'Cause like, yeah, I guess I don't really know how else to explain it. Then it scared me shitless. This time I sneezed and nothing came out.
Oh man. My turn to share some few scary stories that I've experienced in my past. back when I was living in Arizona, I was at my grandparents' house staying the weekend, and I remember it very, very well because it was just one of those moments where like it was very frightening to you. So you remember things so well, and I was let's see, what was I doing? Oh, I was about to go to bed, and I was in my room, and just 9-year-old me laying in my bed staring at the ceiling, not knowing how to go to bed because I wasn't like had technology or anything to help me fall asleep. So it was just me sitting in my room going on bed. And next to me on my right there was a closet door, and it was one of those sliding closet doors, where you like slide it, and it was double doored, and it was right next to my main door that goes out into a hallway. And it was like probably 20, 30 minutes of laying in my room, pure silence, when suddenly I hear a knock on my closet door. And it was like, they probably won't hear it. Brady was about to knock on the door. Here, I'll do it on my thing here. It was kind of like that. I don't know how well you heard that, but it was kind of like that. And first, I thought it was my grandfather, because usually when he would go out in the garage to get soda, he would have to pass the hallway, past my room. And usually when he would walk past my room, he'd just knock on my door just to be like, I'm a ghost. Ooh, knocked on your door. It always, like, made me weird. So, I walked out of my bed to the door to open it up. Sorry, I had a burp there. To open it up, and I didn't hear the garage door open or close. So, or the door to go into the garage to open or close. So I was like, huh, that's weird. It wasn't my grandfather. So then I closed my door again, and then I lay back in my bed, not really worried about it because it was just not a big deal. And then all of a sudden I hear the knock again. And I was like, well, that's weird. And this time I noticed it was coming from my closet because I paid more attention to the knock when I heard it again. It was coming from my closet. And I was like, huh, maybe it's a cat because we had 2 cats living in our house. And so maybe it was just a cat in my closet banging against the door or something because cats are blind at night. And so I just let it go. But it didn't bug me until like 5 minutes later. There was another knock on my closet door. But seconds after that, there was a response on the other side of my room in the corner of a ceiling. Now, what really confused me is because, well, this house also had an attic, but it wasn't like your attic where you get to stand and you have storage. It was an attic that was a crawl space attic, to like clean out the ventilation systems and stuff like that. It was one of those ventilation attics where you can easily crawl through and clean it out, but it's really disgusting in there and gross. And so it was just weird, and it was weird to hear a knock coming from up there, and it was like, what could even be up there? Now, I didn't mention this when I shared this story to Brady or anyone else, but because I just remembered it right now. But back like a few days earlier, before that happened, at my school, there was this like theory going around that there was this homeless guy who roamed around the attics of my school, because our school had attics, and there was just a theory where the homeless guy was just like roaming around attics, and sometimes you could hear knocking in like the attics of the school. And so when I heard that knock from my ceiling at my house, it just terrified me because I thought, oh my God, there's a homeless guy who's going to kill us all or something like that. So when I heard knocks from the closet door and from the ceiling wall, I was just really terrified and not knowing what to do. And it came to the point where I stood up and opened my closet door, shined a flashlight in there, and there was nothing there. And then I even closed my closet door and knocked on the door to see if I would get a response. No response. But so then I just let it happen because eventually I was just like, this is stupid, and I was getting tired, and I wasn't really scared anymore. I was just kind of annoyed, like, they're just pranking me. It's just a prank, bro. And so eventually I let it go. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that story. Just let it go. I let it go and fell asleep through it. But it never happened again. And it wasn't until years later till I finally told my grandfather, and they have no idea what it was, So, yeah, that's my one horror story.
So yeah, that's some freaky stuff, man.
You should talk louder.
I should.
Your voice that you had before or like your loud voice before was just fine.
Yeah, are we gonna cut this part out?
What part?
Just like where we say, "You need to talk a little louder" or something like that.
No.
All right.
Podcasting is no cutting or editing. The only reason why I cut because there was something weird that happened downstairs and I needed to detect it, but I didn't want to leave you guys with silence.
No, I thought it was because you had crippling depression.
I have osteoporosis though.
Oh.
We're iDubbbz fans. I'm mainly a Leafy fan. Sorry, iDubbbz.
Leafy is an asshole.
No. No, he's not. No, okay, we're not podcasting to roasting YouTubers. We're podcasting.
All these little kids.
That was loud. That was loud to the point where my eardrums don't exist anymore. Now where do you want to draw the conversation to?
Let's see.
What are you squinting at?
Oh, just to see how long the thing was going for.
It doesn't show you a time.
Oh, really?
Not, yeah.
Well then.
I can check to see how our first half long was, because that was pretty long. I can easily check to see how our first half goes. It might stop the recording. I don't know. I've never done this before. Yeah, this is our first half. Second half is still in recording. Our first half is good evening / good afternoon to everybody everywhere. They call me
Nice.
Jake's Great. Congratulations, we've reached 16 minutes long. You know what sucks?
What?
The fact that I have to record gameplay to fill in this blank screen.
With what?
I don't know yet.
Guitar Hero.
No. I have... That's on my Xbox. I don't have a capture card.
Oh.
I have OBS. Sponsor! OBS 0.1.2. Or 0.12.3 Windows. Profile United or Untitled. Scenes Untitled. File edit profile. Scene collection. Help. Actually, nah, it's too much editing. I was gonna... Oh, there is a time. I just now noticed that. It does tell you how long you've been recording.
See, I told you.
We've been recording for 10 minutes and 47 seconds, 48, 49, 50. Add that to 16 minutes. That's about 26-minute podcast so far. Wow, I'm a math whiz. Which is why I'm passing geometry. I actually am.
I'm passing all my classes because Academy is stupid and too easy.
We have this program at our school called Academy, and it's like for kids who need more or need slower processing school stuff. And it's pretty easy and simple, but the teachers are awesome, so that's the bright side. That's for 9th graders. Brady here's a 9th grader. I'm an 11th grader. Woo! Junior!
Anyways, I was only put in Academy because there's this school that opened up last year called Choice Technical Academy. And so my parents wanted me to try out the high school. But, you know, they thought it would be the same thing. But, no, it's just mostly retards. Not to offend anybody, but...
Now you've got that Mishov song stuck in my head.
That's what I'm here for.
Just so you know, Leafy, you're a really good YouTuber. I respect you. I think you're cool. I know you're not watching this video, but still, I respect you as a person. And one day, I'll become Billy the Fridge. Not really. That's just weird. Forget I said that. I'm gonna cut that out. What's another weird story I could think of? Or more scary stories?
Sure.
More frightening stories? Oh, I could do a frightening story from this house. When I was doing laundry.
Wait, was that when you looked through that window?
Huh? No.
Whatever. I might just be hearing things. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like a really paranoid person when it comes to this type of stuff.
He whispered, "Did I hear something?" Just so you know, there also, when stuff drives by outside, it sounds like the house is vibrating. or their stuff.
Like it was like a constant like something dropped, something like that. Is Charlie up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, honestly, I don't know. For all I know, I'm going crazy.
Well, also, we're safe up here. Charlie's my cat, by the way, for those of you who didn't know. But, what window story?
What?
What window story?
Oh, that like, it looks like maybe a secret room. That kind of window, and you looked in there and it was like gross.
Oh, yeah! There's a secret... I think it was just a misbuild in the basement downstairs. But there's this, like, window that leads to absolutely nothing, and you can't access there because, like, if you go around the corner, it's all blocked off by, like, shelves and stuff. So it's like, it's just this room that you cannot access, but you can see it because there's a window there, and it's just really disgusting down there. I don't know, I've never actually got a full look of it.
Could you like describe what exactly was in there? Like, what did it look like?
I didn't get a really good view of it. All I did was I went on Snapchat and used my phone flashlight and I recorded like a quick 5-second video. I was terrified. I didn't even know what was down there. And I know this house is haunted, so I was just like terrified to see, like, I don't know, if like some spirit would go "Wah!" or something like that. So I was just, but all I saw was just like piles of dirt and just bugs and cobwebs and a lot of weird stuff. I didn't get a good look at it. And it looked like it was just a bunch of pipes down there and stuff.
Is that just like old pipelines or something?
Maybe. Maybe it's just part of the house they never finished building.
Or maybe this is actually Hitler's secret bunker.
Dude, I didn't realize we were living in Germany.
I know, right?
No, sir. We will not do Hitler jokes here.
Okay.
This is Hitler free. This is also 9/11 free.
Bush.
Hey now, we won't be pointing fingers. With a finger and her thumb on her forehead. They don't start coming, they don't stop 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 coming.
By the way, for the people that don't understand why he's doing that, it's a pep band marching band joke. Like, if you just say somebody once told me on the bus, everybody will start singing it.
And considering that we don't know the words and the fact that the actual song says that sentence like 700 times, we just say that the whole time.
Yeah.
Until someone sings the chorus.
Basically. And then Ginther's looking at you like...
Too bad they can't see the face expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to end the podcast here? I think we reached a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for watching this podcast. You have all been a wonderful crowd, and we will definitely make more podcasts. I'll probably have a bunch more friends over doing it. We'll probably have like a 4-way podcast. That would be pretty cool, having like 4 people over. Brady's also giving me that weird eyebrow look like, yeah, 4 people, 4-way. Let's do it. But I think this idea is also fun, too. I like sharing stories and definitely share stories with more people because it feels comfortable. This is the first one, so if you like it, let me know in the comments down below. Or just like this video. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this video. You have all been a wonderful crowd. And until next time, take care, guys. Bye!